Court is calling 2025 PF 00730, State versus Dorian Xavier Gutierrez. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Certificate bar.
And are you Mr. Gutierrez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here on a motion to set bond.
Oh,
Defense is requesting that a bond amount be set in the amount of $20,000. And my understanding, State, you are not in agreement?
That's correct.
All right, are there any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, this time state would call Ms. Jasmine Timpson.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, miss? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Jasmine Gary Timpson.
All right, any objection to the witness appearing by Zoom?
From the state.
None for defense, Your Honor.
All right, just one moment. All right. State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Good afternoon, Ms. Timpson.
Hello, good afternoon.
I know you probably can't see me, but can you hear me okay?
I could hear you fine, yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, do you have any way of knowing someone by the name of Dorian Xavier Gutierrez?
Yes,
How do you know that person?
we were together for almost 11 years.
Okay. Can you describe your relationship to the court during those 11 years?
We met not in good places. We were both addicts of meth. A couple of years. I had got pregnant with his first kid, got sober, been sober since. He had got sober a little right after me. We kind of started from the bottom, worked our way up to the top. We were in really good place. We were at a very, very good place. It just kind of got rocky within the last year. I would say like the beginning of 2024 up until now, of course. It's never been this messy. We now have 4 kids together. That's how I know him. That's our history, pretty much, just being together for 11 years. But it's never been this bad.
And when did things start getting bad between the two of you?
I would say in a little after, in 2024 for sure, within the year. But it gradually, it was stuff that we were able to tolerate, right? Arguments here and there. But I would say maybe February of last year is when it kind of got bad. March up until January is when it was very, 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 very bad.
Okay. Can you please describe to the court what you mean by being very, very, very bad?
Well, as far as, I mean, and I'm not saying I know Dorian, I know what he's capable of doing. He's a very good person, has a very good heart. He loves his kids dearly. But I really think what got in the way was his coworkers, his job at the time. He was very solid. He's a great worker. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I truly believe, with me knowing him, being with him for 11 years, he was in the wrong place, wrong time, got caught up. He started using. I would question his behavior. There's stuff that I witnessed at home that I know that was not normal behavior. It was, I would say, November. I mean, he didn't spend Halloween. We have twins that are 2. Halloween, he decided to work, which is fine. He was at work, but he missed all of holidays of last year. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and even Christmas. He was not with us at all. I know that he was using. I just could never prove it. When that incident between me and him had happened in January, I know for certain that he was using. Again, I just couldn't prove it.
Okay, let me stop you right there if you don't mind, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you describe to the court the incident you're talking about in January?
When me and him, we got into it. I mean, I pulled out a knife on him. He choked me. I called the police. We both went into jail, did our statements. He got arrested, bonded out. CPS got involved. We both were assigned to a class that I completed. He did not complete. My caseworker had shared with me that Dorian had tested positive for methamphetamine and cocaine. Um, he wasn't active with the kids at all. Um, Even when his grandma was available, there was times where he chose to be out with in the street. I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't see his kids as much as he should have. And I mean, and I guess that's where I'm torn at.
All right, so just a moment. All right, this is what I want to know. I want to know about a protective order being in place. That's what I want to know about.
So
And
I had
the time
Hold on,
frame.
Ms. Stetson. Yes, I was about to get to
Yeah.
you. Now, after that January incident, Ms. Stetson, did you have any contact at all with Mr. Gonzalez? Or
Mr. Gutierrez. Yes, we did.
To your knowledge, was he supposed to have contact with you?
It was, I would have to say, I'm not gonna lie, it was 50-50. When we had contact, there was not, it wasn't bad. It was him so he could see the kids. It was me and him, but it wasn't a bad visit when there was contact, the rare contacts that we did have.
Are you aware of any conditions of his release for the incident that you're involved in with him?
Are you, I don't understand your question. Or
Are you aware, and this is what I think the question is, are you aware that there was a no contact order that was in place?
Yes, from my CPS caseworker, yes. I never got the paperwork.
And did you have a further occurrence with him in June of this year?
Yes.
Can you please describe what that occurrence was like with the court?
In June, I was at home at my apartment that me and the kids live at. He had called, I want to say, I don't know if it was one of the kids, he had called them and told them that he was on his way. And so I had called, I want to say maybe I called him and was like, hey, like, how do you know where I live? Come to find out, he was at our house. He came to our house. I let him in, and that's when it went left from that incident in June. I broke his, I mean, to fast forward, I had broke his chain that he had on. I mean, because the kids are seeing his dad. He's got on new shoes, new clothes. He's got on a gold chain, Apple Watch, yet he can't buy diapers. I've got more diapers from his grandma than him. Promised the kids shoes, that never came into place. So I'm mad, of course. One, he showed up at my house. Two, I did let him in. That was my fault. I broke his chain. He left. He gets in his rental car, and then he speeds up to my car, and he gets out and stabs my tire due to me pulling his gold chain that his girlfriend bought him.
Okay. Was there anything else that occurred that day?
No, after that, I mean, he took off. Of course, I made the report. After that, no. CPS got involved again because of that, because he did all of that in front of the kids. So after that incident, no, we stopped talking. I decided to block his number because it wasn't going anywhere. I blocked his number from the kids' tablets because my kids are dying to see their dad and he's not making anything happen for them. He has not seen his kids at all, really. And when he's had the chance, he hasn't.
Hold on,
All right,
Ms.
thank
Stetson.
you. All right, you want to pass the witness?
Just one last question, if I may, please. Do you feel that the defendant should be released from custody? Mr. Gutierrez? Do you want to have contact with him?
I want him to get help. And I also, if you don't mind me saying my little 2 cents, prior to that incident that happened in January, I really don't have a good relationship with his family. And he knows that. They're not really good. They're good people. They love hard. However, I didn't like how Dorian was treated. And two, I felt like they didn't really do much for my kids. Before that incident happened in January, I reached out to his dad. I reached out to his grandma, Eloise. I reached out to his mother, Lori. I said, look, I need help because I know Dorian is going.
So I'm so sorry. I'm going to interrupt you because what is happening between you and his family is
Right.
really not relevant for this hearing. Do you have any questions, defense?
Thank you. Ms. Tipton, y'all were living together up until the the first incident that you described in January, is that right?
Right.
And y'all had lived uninterruptedly for at least a few years in that home, is that right?
Yeah, we were fine.
And then he moved out or did no longer live with you, and part of that was because you were aware there was a no contact, right?
Right.
And as you mentioned, CPS got involved in this case, and they contacted both yourself and Dorian, right?
Yes.
And you can recall that the CPS worker went over with you that you were not to be contacting Dorian, isn't that right?
Right.
And that he was not to be contacting you, right?
Right.
But it is true, and it's fair to say that you did in fact contact Dorian on several occasions since that time, right?
Vice versa. Yeah, we both did. Yes.
And it's also fair to say that because of your frustration with the children and his interacting with them, that you had maybe tried to guilt trip him a little bit about not seeing them. Is that right?
No. Negative.
Is it true that you sent text messages to him requesting that he come over to see his kids?
Never gave him the address, but I was pushing that more so visiting us at like a park, a public place. Never did I invite him to my apartment.
And you also were asking him or telling him that he needed to provide you some sort of funds, monetary funds, in order to provide for their care. Is that right?
Well, yeah, diapers, necessities that kids need. Yes, of course.
And at the same time, you're also aware that he is not, if he's under a no contact order, that does make it difficult, and that makes it to where he's not to be seeing you or communicating with you or being around even the children when they're with you, right?
Right, but he had people in place to where he could still see the kids. It wasn't even me at that point. It was the people that were ordered to be with him to see the kids. He decided not to see the kids. Continue.
Well, so what I'm asking you though is that the way it was set up with CPS is that his grandmother, Eloise, was the person to pick up the kids, right? And supervise his visitation with them. Isn't that what the orders state?
Yes, Eloise and his father. Yes.
But it's true that you were also reaching directly out to Dorian in order to try to get him to see the kids outside of that. Isn't that true?
Yes. And I mean, yeah, and he came to my apartment without my knowledge. I've never gave him, there's no paper trail text that I gave him my
Okay, all right,
address.
okay, so here's the thing, and this is what I want everybody to understand. I understand that these types of cases get heated. This is not the time for people to have their therapy sessions. This is what I want to know. Number one, did he have an assault family household impeding breath or circulation? Is that case pending?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it against the witness who's testifying?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And then the new case, which is, I guess, violation of protective order
And criminal mischief is against. the
and
same
criminal
person.
mischief, is it against this person?
Yes, Your
Yes.
Honor.
What I'm telling everybody here, legally, and you can take it to your legislature, but you are not entitled to a bond, and I'm not going to give you a bond. And what everybody needs to understand is when somebody has a protective order in place, I understand that sometimes people's whole thing, when I was a defense attorney, they just want their boyfriend to behave. They want their boyfriend to be a good boyfriend. That's why they continue to contact them. That is not what the law is for. So he is on bond for assault, family, household, impeding breath or circulation against this complainant. You pick up another violation of protective order. I think everybody knows whether the complainant reaches out to you or not, which, the order is in place to protect whoever the complainant is. You are not supposed to go over to that person's house. You're not supposed to contact that person. Even if that person is contacting you, you're not supposed to respond. That's what the no contact order is. So the court is denying your motion for bond. You will not be given a bond by me.
Your Honor, is there any way that I can at least address the court on some of these issues just to at least make my record?
Yes.
in terms of clearly, what trying to abide by these orders, there has been several instances of contact and communication by Ms. Tipson to him, to Mr. Gutierrez. And of course, it seems to me that it's the children more than anything else that maybe stokes his feelings of guilt or his desire to help with the kids or what have you. It's been impressed upon him, Judge, since this time to have absolutely no contact whatsoever. And so I'm asking the court to consider a more narrowly tailored means by placing him on GPS, in a zero tolerance manner, so that he's able to work, he's able to be to spend that time with his children. I think by the Simpson's account, he is a good father. I think that the children would suffer if he was not able to be able to have that. And so, I would very much and sincerely ask the court to consider that or take that under advisement. As a matter of fact, his grandmother, who's the supervisor
They
of the
don't see the
CPS
kids.
case, is actually here as well today, in support of him and willing to speak to the court. That's who he will, that's who the kids will be with, if there's supervision that needs to be done pursuant to CPS. So it's for those reasons, Your Honor, that I'm asking the court to consider.
And I want you to know, I've heard your counsel's argument. I've internalized it. This is what I want you to hear from me. You were on bond for assault choking family. The complainant who's on the screen is the complainant in that case. And then you had an order, and it was a protective order, that you were not to have contact with her. Then based upon her testimony, you had contact with her at her home or apartment or wherever it was. Now, with regards to the slashing of the tires, she's saying that you slashed her tires after she tore your chain. The issue is you're on bond for assault choking against this complainant who's testifying, and then you pick up a violation of protective order. The motion for bond is denied. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who is here on Robert Christopher Pettis? Oh, you may be excused. Thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000904, State versus Christopher Pettis. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Raymond Martinez for Mr. Pettis.
Are you Mr. Pettis?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Pettis, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Did you review the court admonishments and applications with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine. Affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We can, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, what is wrong with you?
Sorry.
What is wrong with you? Why are you committing this offense? Somebody honks at you because you're speeding in a school zone and you decide to get out of your car and threaten to pistol with them. What is wrong with you?
The time I was just being dumb, what I mean is like, I wasn't, thinking of what can lead to and all that, and, at the time I was just being very dumb.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Do you have employment?
Not currently at the moment, but because of the case I got going on, that's what we're dealing with right now. They had, put up camp on my record, so they ended up letting me go
Mhm.
because of what's going on right now.
How far did you go to school?
I've graduated.
What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Well, right now I'm trying to get into a trade, just depending on what it is, if it's plumbing or if it's welding, but it's either one.
Do you have any children?
Yes, 4-year-old son,
I'm sorry?
a 4-year-old son.
All right. State, have you spoken to the complainant
Yes, Your Honor.
and they're aware of this?
Can I just give an input?
Oh, sure, please give input if your client, if your attorney wants you to input. You sure?
He said, hold on, stop, hold
I'm just wanted to let the state finish what they're doing.
Oh, no, Duffy said he was done.
on. Like I was explaining to him, I wouldn't single out a woman specifically if there was a male there. I know myself and I know what I would have done. My son was in the car of the time and my mother of my son. So it's like, if I'm gonna single out a woman, don't you think I would have did it and just did it with her, not with male? There's a male there. I'm not one to single out a woman. I've never done that. I wouldn't do that. They're making it seem like if I came at her just because, like, what I'm trying to
I would
say.
think that you wouldn't,
What
if you have your son in the car with you, I would think that you would not be speeding in the school zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the report and where it says all that, I wasn't speeding in the school zone. I remember that incident. She's saying she was going for floaters and military.
And so the
school.
damage to her lips, you're saying you didn't cause that?
Well, I mean, I have no recollection of doing
Why
that.
not?
Because I wouldn't do that. That's what
Oh,
I'm
so
trying
do you
to-
want a jury trial?
No, I'm just saying that if it was the male there, I'm pretty sure I would have went for the male. I wouldn't have, things are not looking up. When I was looking at the discovery, it wasn't matching up with what I remember, at least.
So do you wish to have a jury trial? All right, I appreciate your client's input. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be 7 years deferred adjudication, $2,000 fine, probated. There's going to be restitution and no contact with the complainant, Alyssa Longoria. There's to be no driving until further notice. There's 250 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. If you're drug tested today, what would the results be?
Negative.
All right, there'll be regular random UAs. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Anger management course. And there's to be 30 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition. And that begins today. And there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the state. We do have the TAC.
All right, in this courtroom, to be successful on probation, communication is key. Make sure that you stay in touch with them. And if there is an issue, let them know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Thank you.
Judges, for my client's benefit, the issue of no driving is subject to review at some later date, depending. on the
Yes.
information.
Yes. Court is calling 2025 CR 004849 State versus Devin Berry. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Defense?
Monetized Sawyer.
Are you Mr. Berry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention of vehicle? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I think everything necessary is before the court.
All right. How old are you?
22.
All right. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
Graduated high school.
All right. Did you drive down here today? That's yes or no.
Oh, no, sorry.
And I say that because when I was younger, I went to the doctor with my mom and I started saying, mm-hmm. And afterwards, when we left, you know what she said? Stephanie, you need to say yes or no. So this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,500 fine, probated, 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, field visits 1 time per month until further notice, proof of employment within 40 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 120 hours community service restitution. That will be waived if you obtain some higher level of education or trade school certification, and there's to be no driving until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you need anything, let us know. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I'm happy
Thank
to
you.
teach.
Yes. Cameron Scott. And after that, it's Sanchez, and after that, we're starting our trial. So if your name has not been, if your client's name is not Sanchez or Scott, I don't have your file. All right. Good morning. Well, afternoon. So we're here for a restitution, so
It was actually an early permit.
early, okay. So it's for early term? Oh, because if it was restitution, I would always tell my clients, don't show up with a lot of jewelry when you're coming in here for restitution. All right. Court is calling 2017 CR 7952, State versus Cameron Scott. Do I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Cornelius Scott, sole defendant.
And are you Mr. Scott?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're here requesting early termination?
That's correct, Judge, and the two, in terms of court recollection, we were here, I think about a week, 2 weeks ago. And, their state indicated that the victim was going to protest against it.
All right. Is the complainant present?
Not present.
All right. So then with regards to early termination, probation, has he completed everything?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do in this case. First, I'm going to call you as a witness, Mr. Scott. Can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Cameron Keep Scott,
What have you learned?
learned to think before I do anything, and main thing I learned was to just keep my hands to myself.
Mhm.
And I appreciate you putting me in those classes, because I lost my mom in 2017 and I lost my way, and I know my mom wouldn't want me just going around just beating up people and stuff like that. So I appreciate you putting me in those classes, like the parenting classes, the anger management classes, and all of that. I appreciate that.
All right, this is what the court is going to do, probation. I'm going to grant the early termination, but it will not go into effect until August 8th, and state that should give you enough time to reach out to the complainant to let them know that the court has granted the application for early termination. So your probation will end on August 8th. So if you still have to report, you still need to report until August 8th. Is there anything else from either side?
In state.
Don't come back here for this. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 006291 and 2025 CR 006292, State versus Brian Adam Sanchez. Can I have parties announced?
Dustin Pitlock in the state of Texas, Your Honor.
And Jason Wolf for defense.
And are you Mr. Sanchez? You're charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair and evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. Those are third-degree felonies. Range of punishment for each is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. In each cause number, according to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. The cases were won concurrently. Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? In each cause number, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, I just want to inform the court and I've informed the state. We had a couple of letters. This is his sister who has some special needs. She had an accident. He's there for her. Another letter is from his sister-in-law, and they both express how hard he has been working, and it's changed his life. He often works a regular job and a part-time job, and many times they haven't even doubled. So he has spent a lot of time. The only request, Judge, is if there's any consideration to probating those hours, or if maybe completion of a course could supplant those hours. I had him take it wasn't a defensive driving course. He's never had a license, but he did complete a driver's education program to begin the process to get his license back in order, Judge. And I just want to inform the court.
So he currently has no
He
license.
currently has no license, and he's trying to get that in
Can I
order.
put can I say something?
Does your attorney want you to say something?
No, it's just
What you put.
about trying to get my driver's license.
It's difficult, Judge, because we were trying to identify this morning. I pointed him to the website where you can see what it is that is precluding you and what you need to do to accomplish that. And he's kind of caught in a circle, Judge, but we were trying to rectify that.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? All right. Have you ever used drugs?
Yes,
And what would that have been?
THC only.
All right. So here's the thing, you're going to be drug tested. If you have used before you've been placed on probation, that's not a violation of your probation. So now is the time to tell me, because you're going to get drug tested once I place you on probation.
And Judge, I haven't talked to him, and if there is anything, if it would be THC would be the only thing that would be, and those levels would be going down there after. He has been on supervision before that he successfully completed, and it was not for THC, Judge.
Then if it's not for THC, then
I just meaning that he has moved beyond that, and I think if there is any issues, it will only be THC, and those levels will go down. Initially, the state and I had discussed, and the state was of an opinion, maybe perhaps drug court was needed, but I know that's not needed for him. We're going to rely on the TAP evaluation, and I think it will show that space like that in drug court would be for somebody who really needs it. He really has moved on.
all right, you're going to do a drug test today.
Okay.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. And each cause number, the court will sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. The cases will run concurrently. There's to be restitution of $60 to Bear County Laboratories for testing. There's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody.
Thank you, Judge.
The MRT course. Taking consideration 2025 CR 006296. There's to be no driving until there's a presentation of a valid driver's license, insurance, and the completion of the defensive driving course. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Not great, but I do got a diploma.
All right. Those hours will be deemed satisfied if you complete a higher level of education or if you complete some sort of trade school. Understand?
Would any specialized training within his job count, Judge? If there is
Yes.
that? Okay, thank you, Judge.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, and proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you like me to stick around while the testing is done, or are we just getting a baseline? and move
Oh,
on?
they're gonna get a baseline for him, but if he tests positive for something other than that, we'll call you back.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And I'll hold you responsible because you're saying he's good.
I'm hopeful. Judge.
All righty.
Hopeful.
Da 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 da. Ski bop, do wop, thoughts won't stop. Snap, crackle, pop, my mind's on lock. Bada bing, bada boom, doom in the room. Scat that sass, let the horns go vroom. Mirror got me twisted, who's the villain here? Voices in my head play truth or dare. Say I'm crazy, maybe shady, fugazi. Words flip flop, got me feeling hazy. Mine's a courtroom, no jury, no rest. Gaslighting myself, I confess, I protest. Said I'm wrong, then I'm right, then I'm wrong again. Spinning circles in my brain, where's the oxygen? My own thoughts, gaslighting me. Playing tricks, like a mystery. Skitty dee, bop bop, set me free. Hey brain, stop gaslighting me. Da 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 da. Mental gymnastics, I'm a gold medal queen. Flipping on myself, routine too mean. I tell me I'm fine, then snatch it away. Truth, the yo-yo-yo, strings in decay. Dance with delusion, a cha-cha of doubt. Shadows in my mind, screaming, figure it out. Shoo-be-doo, I'm through, can't out-argue you. Heads are wild, zoom, monkeys throw askew. Tick-tock, mind's clock, never knows the time. Thoughts keep gaslighting, it's a petty crime. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shit, bop! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Do-wop shadows in a flickering glow. Brains a house of mirrors, can't find the front door. Diagnosis, quick fix, slap it on my soul. But I ain't a checklist, ain't a rigged score. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, but up delusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion, no. Scab breaks, bada-bap, thought snap. Therapist says it's a criminal trap. But my sign ain't abstance, yeah, my mind overlap. Not a villain, just a brain in a rap. Tick-tock, judgment clock, psycho babble talk. Label me a menace, chalk outlines, walk patterns on repeat. But it ain't the beat I sought. Do-wop hearts, but they're tying mental knots. Got a bag of words, but no translation. Mixing self-love with their condemnation. Scattered but about breaking isolation. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, but about illusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, but about illusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion. No. So hard and bow. 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 Twist in the cortex, a spark misaligned. Thoughts on the fritz, circuits unrefined. Neurons dancing, cha-cha on the brink. Impulse whispers, do it, don't think. Sweet sugar grin, teeth sharp as knife. Moral compass spinning, it don't arrive. Rats in the attic, tap, tap, tapping beats. Brain graffiti sprayed on empty streets. Ba-da, ba-da, boom, bap, doom. Tick, tick, thoughts make the room go boom. Swing it, fling it, cognitive collisions. Pattern stuck in antisocial vision. Ba-da, ba-da, boom, bap, doom. Tick, tick, thoughts make the room go boom. Swing it, fling it, cognitive collisions. Patterns stuck in antisocial visions. Echo chambers built with duct tape logic. Conscience on mute, it's feeling nostalgic. Jigsaw soul missing piece when rogue. Shadow boxing halos, truth unclothed. Scatterbrain symphony, chaos in sync. Sip bad decisions like they're served on the brink. Got the jukebox skipping, playing my sins. Lost in the spin, let the madness begin. Scatter-da-da, bop, bop, wrong map, right turn, wrong pass, straight into the trap. Scatter-da-da, bop, bop, wrong map, right turn, wrong pass, straight into the trap. Scatter-da-da, bop, bop, wrong map, right turn, wrong pass, straight into the trap. Bow, you got an end. Ba-da, ba-da, boom, bap, doom. Tick, tick, thoughts make the room go boom. Swing it, fling it, cognitive collisions. Patterns stuck in antisocial vision. Ba-da, ba-da, boom, bap, doom. Tick, tick, thoughts make the room go boom. Swing it, fling it, cognitive collisions. Patterns stuck in antisocial visions. Da 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 da. Mind's a maze, no exit sign. Chasing shadows, sipping wine. A double helix of chaos spins, tied in knots beneath my skin. Eyes on the prize, but the prize is thin. Chasing ghosts, betting sin. Tap shoes on the edge of night. Pirouette till wrong scatter-dee, cha-cha-cha, rhythms twist, ha ha ha. Patterns in my brain, they twist and unwind. Cognitive crimes, they mess with my mind. Do wop, do wrong, can't hit rewind. Cognitive crimes can't leave them behind. Thoughts break dance on broken glass. Sharp edges, they move too fast. Morality's a mirror, cracked up, funhouse warped. I can't go back. Smiling sweet with a devil's grin. Angels whisper, but they can't win. Caught in the loop is sin. Cognitive crimes, where do I begin? A needle skips, the record spins. The cycle plays, it never ends. In my brain, they twist and unwind. Cognitive crimes, they mess with my mind. Do wop, do wrong, can't hit rewind. Cognitive crimes can't leave them behind. Vitamin in the I tell myself just this once, a flicker in the dark I trust. That little spark that feeds my hunger, then buries me in dust. It won't matter if they never see, I whisper to the night. But every time I listen, I lose a piece of life. It's subtle, never brutal, a shadow in my mind. Rules I forged in comfort that leave my future blind. These are my permission slips, signed in silence, sealed with risk. Every thought a loaded gun, every thrill a hit and run. But I've got another voice, buried deep beneath the noise. It's weak but it's still mine, and every day it learns to shine. I used to think I'm owed grand rewards for grand designs. I puff my chest with arrogance and call my greed benign. I chased the power, love the danger, rode the buzz of sin, till I found my mirror cracking and the price was wearing thin. There's a voice that says exploit, pockets full of easy gain. Why pay burdens you don't own? Let them shoulder all the blame. But I've seen what that story breeds, lonely nights and empty hands. So I practice new confession to build me up, not strand. I'm emotionally armored, guarded like a fortress wall. Fearing hearts will break me open, so I never risk the fall. But one day I found a tremor in the steel I come to wear, a promise that connection mends the wounds we cannot bear. So I shout back at the whispers that taught me how to fall. I rewrite every sentence that said I'd lose it all. I lift the cloak of doubt away and face the glaring light. With every thought I choose to change, I reclaim my fight. These are my permission slips, but I'm tearing them to bits. Every lie that kept me bound is just a thought, I'll shut it down. I've got a better voice, it's trembling, but it's choice. And every time I choose, I prove I can lose. The chains I used to wear, scars I seem to bear. I'm not who I was before, I'm thinking something more. Got it up, da da da.